Grayson, branched with the U.S. Infantry. Well, actually, I was in the artillery, which was attached to the infantry, of the 87th Infantry Division in World War II. I entered the Army in 1943 and stayed till the end of the war. I spent most of my service in Europe. We were shipped to Fort Dix, New Jersey, and then we were told about a week in advance that we were going to be shipped to the war, to Germany, to Europe. And they woke us up again early in the morning, a week later, and sent us. There was a French ship called the Louis Pasteur, and it was built when the European countries were in a race to build the longest ship. And for a while, the Louis Pasteur was the longest ship, except it was about 4 inches wide, very long, and when a wave hit it, it all went like that. And the whole outfit was seasick. And after 6 days, I guess, we landed in England for a week or so, and then we shipped to France. In France, I remember, I think the town was Reims, and we were stationed there for a week or two. And walking there, the French people were friendly because they knew we were there to help. And we met an nice older woman, 3 of us, and she invited us home for dinner. And that sounded good because our food was disgusting. And she brought out these plates with the brown gravy and stuff in there and rice, and it tasted delicious, but we didn't know what it was. And so we asked her, and she said escargot. Now, none of us knew what the heck that was. So she brought out the can with pictures of snails on it, and then we knew what it was. It tasted good, though. And we were shipped to Germany, southern Germany, and before we got settled, suddenly the Battle of the Bulge happened. What happened was, it was a pretty normal war, and Germany was not doing well. So they gathered their best equipment, their best soldiers, their best everything, put it all together, and shipped it to Belgium, and broke through our lines, and created a large amount of havoc in Washington. And so they shipped every available regiment, including ours, to fight that battle. And it was cold. It was winter in Belgium, was icy, very cold. And I wasn't used to sleeping on ice. I got very cold. The Battle of the Bulge was cold and long and dreary and scary. And well, you'd wake up in the morning frozen, and the officer in charge would tell you, oh, we're going to walk only 4 miles today. But what he didn't tell you was that you were going to walk up a mountain and down a mountain. So 4 miles was about 9 miles. And the bad stuff was like at night, if you were marching in single file, looking for trouble, and somebody at the very front of the line saw something and sent word back to halt. So now you're frozen, but you're warmed up because you've been marching, even perspiring a little. So you'd lean against a tree and wait and fall asleep, sometimes standing up, and sometimes the perspiration froze. So it was the most uncomfortable situation, until finally they gave the go-ahead. Then if they found something up at the front, they'd tell me, I'd turn my radio on and call my outfit and fire on the people they were, they were attacking. One of the interesting ones, at one point in the forward progress, we were sent to Luxembourg, which was an interesting little country, had a river, and on the other side of the river were the Germans in pillboxes. They were very heavily armed fortresses, little ones. And we sat at one side of the river and watched, and they sat on the other side and watched, and nobody wanted to get hurt, so nothing was happening until you'd wait till, well, the pillboxes were old, and the sanitation systems had broken down. And when they had to go to the bathroom, they had to come out and walk across an icy field and go to the John. So being a mean-spirited person, I'd wait till somebody did that, then I'd call for fire and watch the guy hop across the ice to go back to his pillbox. We didn't hurt anybody, but it was a game.